Hi, I'm Dan Nathanson.
And I'm Michael Nathanson. We run a real estate team we call the Nathanson Brothers with Keller Williams Realty. Now that you're considering selling your home, it's critical that you select the right realtors to get the job done. Our team's purpose is for you to be outrageously happy with the help we provide you. So much so that you will gladly introduce us to at least 2 people that you really care about before we even celebrate the closing of your new home. And not because you feel obligated, but because you truly believe that they will benefit. Dan, what's one of the possible benefits?
One cool way they might benefit? Well, because of something unique we do when we list a property for sale that the vast majority of other realtors don't do, and because of our proven 8-step selling system. It's not uncommon for our listings to get multiple showings, receive multiple offers, and sell above the asking price.
In this market?
Yes, and we get similar results with regularity. And we would really be delighted to have an opportunity to share some thoughts and advice on a subject that we are passionate about, which is how to sell your home in this ever-changing market. And by the time we're finished, you'll have a better, deeper understanding of exactly what it would take to get your home sold in today's world.
Now, most realtors will begin by telling you all about themselves. I'm not going to tell you how great we are, how wonderful our team is, how much training we have taken, and how many awards we've won.
Yeah, and we are great, and we have won lots of awards.
When we get together, we'd like to start by talking about you and what you want, and asking you a few thought-provoking questions, if we may. As we listen to your answers, if we don't think that we are the right consultants to help you, we'll let you know immediately.
And before we ask you those thought-provoking questions, we're going to show you how we work. And if you don't think that you are the right client for our consulting services, we ask you to let us know. Fair enough? And as your consultants, you may notice that we'll ask you deep and insightful questions.
Maybe you'll notice that they're the type of questions that the typical agent might not ever take the risk of asking you. And experience shows that skilled consultants like us will ask you probing, intelligent questions because discovering what is really important to you is really important to us. You may notice how quickly you can see that as your consultants. It's important that we lead you through the process of clarifying your goals because when your goals and values are clear, your choices are easy.
And you want to make good, easy choices, do you not? And we are also completely prepared to share with you the different ways to reach your goal of selling your home. And before we get into that, I want to quickly explain to you what makes us different from the traditional real estate agent. I want you to understand that there's a definite difference in the way realtors choose to behave. I mean, would you agree that 5% of the industry behaves as what I'll term real estate consultants, while 95% of the industry chooses to behave simply as traditional agents?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Now, when I say traditional agent, imagine a taxi driver. Now, have you ever been in a taxi?
Yes.
Okay, well, as you may recall, it has its own unique experience. And experience tells me that when you decide to go for a ride, the taxi takes you the way they want to take you, then you get out of the cab and you pay.
Right. Then the cab takes off and you never see the cab driver again. I'm not going to tell you that more than 50% of all realtors spend 80 to 90% of their time looking for a new client because it actually might be higher than that.
Right. What I'd like to suggest is that many are like a cab driver. They're always looking for someone to take for a ride.
Right. One of the things you'll love about working with us is that our business is more like a limousine service. Because the fact is, we invest 80 to 90% of our time focusing on making your goals come true. As a result of operating our business more like a limo service, not a taxi cab, people gladly introduce us to their family, friends, and neighbors. Do you see a difference between the two behavior patterns?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Can you see the benefit in working with a real estate consultant?
Yeah, definitely.
And the best part is that in this case, the limo ride is no more expensive than the taxi.
And one of the things you might be wondering is, what are our fees?
Occasionally, someone will even say something like, "Will you cut your commission?"
Well, experience shows that most people don't know how we get compensated for our consulting, negotiating, and overseeing all the transactional details. And we actually get compensated in 2 ways. First, we work on a contingent basis versus a retainer basis, which means that as your consultants, we put up all the upfront money and time to help you achieve your goals.
Right, so this means that we pay for all the marketing, our office space and expenses, errors and omissions insurance, licensing and memberships, our staff, continuing education, and our business operating expenses. We ask for no retainer in advance. Only when your goals are achieved do we actually receive compensation.
Yeah, and people often ask how we arrive at our rate. And I say because we assume a lot of risk. I imagine you, like us, want to feel very comfortable paying us what we earn, because we enter every relationship knowing in advance that we're delivering 10 times the value you'd receive from a traditional realtor.
Then, of course, the second way you compensate us is in the form of your recommendations to your friends, family, and neighbors that you care about who would also like to buy or sell. There is a major benefit to you for introducing us to them during your transaction that you may or may not have thought of. As we mentioned previously, the most time-consuming part of our business is finding new clients. One good thing about introducing us to your friends, family, and neighbors during the transaction is that it will allow us to invest more of our time, our energy, and our resources to getting your home sold and not taking time away from you if we're out looking for new clients. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Now, before we choose to work together, I'd like to very quickly explain to you how we work and the people we enjoy working with most. Also, during our time together, I imagine that you'd want to know what your options are by the time we're done, would you not? When we're finished with our consultation, we're going to ask you what you believe is the best option for you.
Option number 1, you don't have to do anything. We'll give you all the information you need, and if you're not ready to decide yet, that's fine.
Yeah.
Option number 2, you can do this all on your own. Every year, thousands of people sell all alone without representation. So if you decide to do this all on your own, just let us know.
Exactly. And option number 3, you can work with a traditional real estate agent if you decide, and we can maybe even introduce you to a traditional agent. Option number 4 is you can choose to work with us because you believe that we are your best option. So at the end of our consultation, I'll ask you, what's it going to be? 1, 2, 3, or me? Fair enough?
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We look forward to meeting with you and adding you to our list of happy clients.